Hello, Aries, and welcome to this, your mid-December check-in. Let's dive right in and take a look at where you are at now. Now, this is going to be a faster reading than your full December reading, which was the last video I posted. If you haven't already done so, you may want to go and check out that video because it is very detailed for your December. For those of you who are new here, thank you so much for trusting and clicking on this video. And for those of you who are returning, thank you for continuing to support the channel. Now, this is going to be my shameless plug for my once a year promotion. Once a year, I offer a promotion. It is a 13 card reading. It's 100 Canadian dollars. That means it doesn't matter where you are paying from. It doesn't matter whether you are on the British pound, whether you are on the euro, whether you're on the US dollar. It is 100 Canadian dollars. And that gets you just over an hour with me and 13 cards, which will give you an overview for each month of 2025. I'll leave a link in the description down below. All right, where you are at now, you have the Ordinariness card coming up. This card corresponds to the Eight of Pentacles. And this is a card of settling in to do the work that's necessary. Now, when we look at the tarot, the Seven of Pentacles is about planting seeds. The Eight of Pentacles is about tending those seeds. And the Nine of Pentacles is about those seeds coming to fruition or being ripe for the picking. So in relation to where you are at, Aries, in the reading the aforementioned reading for the entire month of December, there were numerous indications that you were on the verge of putting a new idea out into the world, most likely a new business venture type idea. Perhaps you were looking at starting something on the side if you're already currently employed, but looking to expand your horizons. And the ordinariness card coming in is an indication that you're in the throes or in the process right now of getting that idea out there, doing the legwork, doing the dirty work, doing the work that a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to have to do this part, the administrative part of it, the figuring out what the business name is going to be, starting that process of the logistics, who's going to do what, the processes, and really, really digging in to what your vision for the future looks like. So the next card that we're going to pull for you is going to be a card that can give you some insight into an obstacle that might get in your way during the latter half of December as you are in the process of doing this work. Aha. Okay. So the card that's come out for you, Aries, as your obstacle right now is balance. It's the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is a card of balance. Okay. This is a card of, in the context of what you're working on doing, and given the time of the year, given that it's late December and there are numerous holiday celebrations, and it doesn't matter which holiday celebrations we're talking about, doesn't matter specifically which holiday we are talking about. There are so many social events at this time of the year. In addition to that, there are also a lot of high emotions that come up. There are family things that come up at this time of the year. While at the same time, with this Eight of Pentacles, you want to be putting in the work consistently, right? And this card is saying, as the obstacle to you putting in all of this work, is that you may be tempted to be distracted by family issues, distracted by financial issues, distracted by all of the social engagements and celebrations. So be on the lookout for that. And this isn't earth shattering. It's not earth ending. It's not, oh my goodness, I'm not going to get my business set up in time. This is merely a heads up to watch out for in the latter half of December, because if you are working towards birthing a new idea out into the world, it requires your attention, your concentration. It requires you to be working on it or thinking about it thinking towards manifesting. We know what we think about, we manifest. It requires your undivided attention. And this temperance card is saying that there will be a pull towards distractions, and you need to find that balance between social life and perhaps familial issues, business issues, whatever the case may be. You need to find that balance as you move through the latter half of December. All right. So, what change or what can help you to empower you against distractions? What can we do to empower Aries during the latter half of December? Okay. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, we do have confirmation of exactly what it was I was saying. We have the Seven of Cups coming in here again, reiterating that there may be distractions and too many choices and too many decisions, and the temptation to um, the temptation to overindulge, overimbibe, whatever the case may be. So this card isn't really the card that's saying, okay, this one's going to empower you, but this one will empower you, Aries. This is the Nine of Pentacles. Now, remember what I said at the very beginning of this reading. You have the Eight of Pentacles, indicating that you have moved into that place of doing the necessary daily grind or ordinary work in order to be able to get your idea and get your intentions out into the world. And remember what I said, that the Seven of Pentacles is planting seeds, Eight is doing the work, Nine is your idea coming to fruition, that the timing is right to birth it out into the world, and that it really has some blessings upon it. And this is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So to empower you towards continuing to do this work and finding some balance in your life, this card is reminding you of, yeah, there's success around the corner when you don't allow too many frivolities to distract you. Okay. All right. Let's pull a couple of cards for an outcome for you. How about if we look at an outcome for Aries, please, for the end of December, moving into early January. And that one's way over there. That one really flew. All right. Anything else? Oh, we have a couple more. All right. Let me go grab your card off the floor. Integration. Integration and major arcana. Intensity and some stress. Okay. Okay. You have a double card here. You only have one major arcana that came out for your reading, Aries, but it came out twice. This is the same card. Okay. You'll notice on this card, and hopefully it will come into focus, maybe it's the number 14 right up here. Okay. See that? The little tiny 14 right there. Okay. And this card here also is in Roman numerals, and it corresponds to 14. I will get into that card in just a moment. I prefer to leave the major arcana sometimes, depending on the order they come out in, till the end. Okay. You have the Seven of Wands. Now, interestingly, you also had the Seven of Cups come in here. So pay attention to the number 7 coming up during the latter half of December. The Seven of Wands is a card of stress. It's a card of feeling like you're challenged. It's a card of feeling like you're being pulled in too many different directions. You'll notice the character on the card is juggling far too many things while at the same time trying to balance on a balloon that the monkey is about to pop, which is not uncommon at this time of the year. And you also have the intensity card. Yeah, because it can feel really intense when you're working really, really hard at putting things out into the world and finding that routine and finding the value in what it is that you're doing and working on the administrative side of things and setting up the way that your company is going to run and perhaps even dealing with some of the legal issues and registering a company and all of that fun stuff. Absolutely. It can feel like these two cards put together, the intensity card and the stress card. So Aries, what is your way out? Well, it's the Major Arcana card, known as Temperance. It is about finding balance, right? Remember I said this card is about balance? You've got the light and the dark. Notice that? You've got the sun and the moon represented on this card. Okay, now on this card, you have the yin and the yang represented in the middle. Yin and yang is about finding balance. You have the sun and the moon. Here, oops, here and here, you have the sun and the moon, finding balance. You have an eagle versus a swan. Okay. You have water versus fire. And down at the very bottom of this card, you have the serpent eating its own tail. This card is about when we find our balance, we have the ability to integrate everything. The stress goes out the window. The intensity goes out the window. We get focused and we aren't distracted by all of these fun and exciting little things that are coming up all over the place here. Okay? We have the ability to do the necessary work, the ordinary work, to be able to achieve and celebrate the fruits of our labors when we find balance and integration in our lives and everything comes full circle. So with that, Aries, I'm going to leave off your reading. As already mentioned, there are a number of holidays and celebrations coming up, so please enjoy whatever it is you are doing as you move through the latter half of December. And I look forward to the opportunity of doing your next reading. Please like and subscribe.